Hello everybody, welcome to the Tube. So much going on. Here's our lineup. Oh wow, the Ukraine is crowdfunding its weapons of war. Oh wow, superstar bends Apple's arm on streaming royalties. Wow, again, BBC experiment brings mind control to TV sets. Double wow, SoftBank's friendly robot sells out in a minute. And wow, wow, wee wow, Google is celebrating US Pride Weekend. Don't go, we'll be wow, 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 wow. Big news on the crowdfunding front. While Ukraine is waiting to see if Russia will attack and destroy, well, everything they hold dear, the embattled country can at least console itself for having the very first crowdfunded weapons. That's right, labeled the People's Project, a website is collecting donations for people to build Ukraine's government weapons for war. In March, they were raising money for a remotely controlled tank, which is now 84% funded. Now they're raising money for a drone. The Ukrainian crowdfunding platform stated it has received enough funds for a drone that will be used for scouting the skies above the rebel Donetsk and Luhansk provinces, along with the Russian border. The project's organizers originally hoped to purchase a state-of-the-art Israeli drone for $165,000. However, they managed to build a device for $35,000. It's a wonderful, wonderful world. Mind control prosthetics and exoskeletons are all very forward-thinking. But what about a more mundane use for the biofeedback technology? Well, the BBC's Mind Control TV prototype hints at a future where couch potatoes need not even lift the remote. A prototype app for an experimental version of the broadcaster's iPlayer, which has been tested on BBC staff, allows viewers to select programs by simply focusing their thoughts as choices of what to watch appear on screen. While it looks like a novelty project, many disabled people could benefit from the new approach, not to mention people who find pressing buttons just too darn hard. Here it is in action. Just clear your mind.
Hi, I'm Ben, one of the directors at this place, and along with Russell, our head of innovations, we're going to demonstrate this EEG device to measure the electrical activity in your brain, which allows you to control the interface using either the metric of meditation or of attention.
To do this, I'm going to meditate by closing my eyes and focusing on deep breaths. My levels of meditation are displayed on the bar on the left-hand side.
And so now he's entered the app. And what we have here is a timeline which is allowing him to select one of these episodes here, shown on the right, which are the most popular on BBC iPlayer at the moment. So what he's going to do is wait for it to get to number 3, and then he is going to just relax and select the option.
Wow, fake meditation for episode 3 of Sharks. And now for some good news and some Taylor Swift news, which is always good news. When Apple Music launched a couple of weeks back, a lot of people were speculating on why Swift did not allow Apple to use her latest album on their new streaming service. The speculations ended Sunday when Swift released a letter to Apple on her Tumblr. In her letter, she said it's shocking and disappointing for Apple to refuse paying artists during the 3-month free trial of its new music service, saying, "We don't ask you for free iPhones, please don't ask us to provide you with music for no compensation. A few hours have passed until Eddie Q, head of media at Apple, announced via Twitter that Apple is backing down and have decided to pay streamed artists during the trial period as well, though at lower rates than subscribed streams. What does it all mean? Is Taylor Swift bigger than Apple? Are we going to be paying our kidneys to stream music? Is Armageddon upon us? Let's answer some of these questions with Yaron Tenbrick. He's here in the studio. Good evening.
Good evening, Jason.
So what happened exactly? Is Taylor Swift the new god? What's going on?
Well, she has very good management, and she's quite a smart business person. I don't think she's our new god, but everybody seems to think so because she did make Apple change his mind, seemingly. Basically, what happened is that Apple tried something we call here in Israel the successful method. It means you overcharge someone preposterously, and if nobody screams, then you're successful. And profits and money.
I want to be that as well.
Yeah, so she basically changed their mind, and you know, good for her, good for the music business, I think.
Well, but why her? I mean, could it have been any star? Beyonce, Madonna?
Well, first of all, she's one of the highest selling superstars in the world at the moment, so that gives her a lot of power. That gives her ideas a lot of weight. Basically, what Apple tried to do is not pay artists any royalties over their music streamed on the free trial period. And that really enraged Taylor Swift, who previously she left Spotify for not getting enough streaming royalties. And she would have done the same with Apple. She didn't give them their album because she was and still is very suspicious of this whole streaming model.
Why is she alone, though? I mean,
she's not alone, but she's the most vocal one. I mean, Radiohead are also against this model. There are quite a few artists who are outspoken against it.
It's not. You don't have a feeling like all the big artists are against it. You know, Rihanna, blah, blah, blah.
A lot of the big artists are in it, whether on Jay-Z's Tidal or as kind of partners with Apple's Music Store and Apple Music. You know, the big artists, the big names, they will make money from streaming. The question is about the small artists, the new musicians.
So she's a spokesperson for small artists more than she is for a bank account?
What she's doing is helping musicians everywhere. It's not helping her. She refuses to be part of this streaming revolution because she thinks that artists, and among them herself, are underpaid.
Yeah, but isn't it better to have, you know, some fee after 3 months than, you know, having your music downloaded illegally for free?
Yeah, of course. It's a discussion we keep on having, but the fact is that huge corporations such as Apple have a lot to earn from streaming music, and if they're not willing to share the wealth, then we have ourselves a problem because, you know, Apple is trying to bully its way into the streaming game. And if the first thing that it does is to screw artists, then, again, we have a problem. And I don't know, most artists, most musicians today make their big money in live concerts and not selling their music. It's a sad situation, but that's the truth. And I don't see, so far we don't see streaming solving that. Streaming does not make enough money. It's a very good model for big corporations, but it's not a good model for the musicians, apparently.
So what happened here might say that Apple is going to change the bullying approach. Is it a big change in its agenda, or just a minor?
I think mostly what they did was a PR thing, because having bad press now about Apple Music coming from a big artist, a big pop star such as Taylor Swift is very bad for Apple's launch of the service. So basically what they did is they're going to pay lower royalties, like a lower rate of royalties for music streamed under the free trial. You could say it's nice that they're doing that, but actually I think it shows how far Apple is willing to go to milk this. And if that's the way they're starting, I think it's very worrying to think about where it will all end.
Yeah, but I know it's still early to know because we have to imagine. Because we said that what Apple is trying to do here is actually bring streaming to the masses. Spotify is not a masses sort of way to listen to music. Do we think that there's a chance that streaming in all is not the future of music?
Well, so far we haven't seen anything that says this is the future of music. This is one of the only viable business models at the moment, but it says nothing about the future. And actually, if you look at the numbers, we're talking tens of millions, a bit below 150 million people in the world that are using streaming services. That's not a lot. That's not the huge masses the music industry is building on.
Okay, thank you very much, Yaron.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Swift. Let's move on. Wouldn't passing a big truck be an awful lot safer if a video display on the vehicle's back showed drivers what was happening up front? Well, that's exactly what Samsung is trying to do. The company introduced the transparent truck, a prototype truck whose display-covered caboose transmits a live feed from a wireless camera located on the front window shield. Samsung said it's now working to obtain a regulatory approval for the deployment of its so-called safety truck. However, the idea does not appear economically practical at large scale, so don't hold your horses on this one. But at least it might have save some lives out there. So here is Samsung's take on truck transparency. Trucks scare me. Not long ago, we were asking if a day will come when people would let robots into their homes. Well, the time has come, and it was yesterday. The adorable Pepper robot, unveiled a year ago by Japan-based mobile company SoftBank, has finally been made available to consumers, and it's been a roaring success. The robot was launched at the market at 10 a.m., and within 1 minute, all 1,000 robots in the first wave had been snapped up by customers, costing them merely $1,600 apiece. Pepper aimed to act as a household companion. It is programmed to communicate with users, follow vocal commands, and in what SoftBank claims is a first, read human emotions and react accordingly. Sounds like the beginning of a great science fiction horror movie to me. It's almost Pride Weekend in the States. In past years, big tech was doing everything to prove how pro-LGBT they are, and now the race is on again. Google comes out first, haha, launching its own parade to celebrate with androdified characters. The company has added a whole new Pride wardrobe to its collection of outfits for custom androdified avatar. You can dress up your own character to have it participate in a virtual parade during the weekend of June 27-28. In addition, the best-dressed characters will appear on big screens on Google's actual Pride floats in San Francisco, London, and New York on those very same days. Wear it loud, wear it proud. YouTube star Ian Hickox and Anthony Padilla, collectively known as Smooch, are making the leap from YouTube to the big screen, and for their first cinematic outing, they're going on an epic adventure back to YouTube. It will be out in theaters in the US this weekend. Here is the trailer that looks, well, way under my demographic.
I used to be. All we have to do is get the video removed from YouTube. Hi there. Is Mr. YouTube available to see us?
Hey, you're the backflip microphone guy. Where'd the microphone go? I think it's in that boy's ass.
Steve YouTube.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi.
I don't touch. I don't touch.
I need that video removed from your website. Your best bet is to change the video from the inside.
Listen, you're a guy. What the hell?
Jenna, I've commented on a bunch of your videos.
Yeah, I know exactly who you are. You kidding me? No idea.
We're definitely in YouTube.
Is it weird to say the closer this guy gets to my butthole, the better it feels?
A little bit.
Let's go! If we don't get back to that portal now, we're gonna be stuck here forever!
Oh my Josh. Okay, that's it. Show's over. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with a brand new show of The Tube. Log on to our website, www.i24news.tv. Love you. Goodbye.